tell me that you want to kiss and you will not end up having sex. It's not possible.
Hello, I'm Kofo Anthony Schwager, but you can call me KAS. You're welcome to Talk with KAS, where we discuss with teenagers issues pertaining to them. On today's episode, we'll be talking about teen sexting. Sexting is on the rise amongst teenagers. Statistics says 1 out of 4 teenagers are receiving sexually explicit or suggestive texts and emails, while 1 out of 7 teenagers are sending sexts. In fact, it has become a common practice amongst teenagers, and it is now referred to as the new flirting. I think that it's time we start having this conversation with the teenagers. And it's not just about the cautionary tale that says do not sext. We need to begin to understand the risk involved, the dangers inherent, the impact it can have, the dent it can put on their digital footprints. With me today, I have some amazing teenagers. I think it's time for us to listen to what they have to say concerning this. So you're welcome once again.
Thank you.
To talk with KAS.
Yeah.
Okay, so just like I said, it has become a common practice amongst teenagers today. And like you always say, it's a norm.
Yeah.
So when you hear the word sexting, what comes to your mind?
Generally, I think all of us will agree. Sexting is just having online sexual intercourse, sending videos, pictures, whatever, like that's just no better way, smaller way, and a bigger way to put it.
Yeah, in general terms, just like sending nudes. That's just it.
Yeah. Next to each other. Yeah. So that's it.
So that's it. So why do you think teenagers get involved in sexting?
So to prove loyalty in the relationship.
To prove loyalty in a relationship.
To prove that love and
I love
dedication,
you.
yeah.
Yeah, something like
Some
that.
guys feel that's the
I'll do
way.
what you want.
Yeah, exactly.
Like on the girls' part.
Okay.
I'll do what you want. So you're asking me to send you that I love you. Why not?
Yeah. Okay. And so for the guys, they feel like, oh, if she loves me, she's going to do what I want. So she has to send me it.
And guys just have that mentality.
Yes.
Guys do it.
That guys do it, and
So they want to
It's
Yes.
not something new. I'm not
And
doing
just
something new.
yeah, and some guys actually feel entitled to it because they're in a relationship, so they feel entitled. They feel like it's a norm. So
I'll probably have a girl and then she's not sending me a
that kind of thing in their own
If
head.
let me tell your friend. If you
She's
tell his
sending it
friend,
to another
that means.
person.
Exactly. Yes.
Or his
Yeah.
friend said, they'll be like, oh, you're not guy. How you
Like-
your baby's not sending you?
Yes.
Stuff like that. They will pressure the guy.
Okay, so pressure.
Yeah,
Pressure can
pressure
come.
on that friend.
Yeah, pressure.
And it's not meant to be like that. There are other ways to prove loyalty in a
Okay.
relationship. Other than
Other than
sending
sexting.
Yeah.
Sending your new
She sending to you does not mean that she cannot send her.
So another
Exactly.
exactly.
She had made the video already.
So it can still go to different DMs. So if she's sending to you, does not mean okay, my baby loves me or some kind of thing. Yeah.
In a way, the guy will be thinking that yes, this girl she's sending him news, it's kind of like enjoying the video, the picture. But at the same time, the back of his head is a guy now. I feel like this guy does not work anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, true.
Makes it
Boys are
difficult.
really, really wise. So
They know what they are
you don't
doing.
have respect again. Yeah, they don't
Guys know what they are doing. So if as a girl, a guy tells you to send nudes, even if you're in a relationship or not in a relationship, if you send that nudes, they just want to, sometimes guys genuinely just want to see, like, they just want to test the kind of girl you are.
Okay.
They don't even want to use the news for anything. They just want to see like your mentality, your kind of person.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, if you like end up sending it, they'll be like, this one, no. Like they rate you as a 0 immediately.
Especially when it's just a little, like you just got to know the guy.
Exactly, and you guys are just
So
looking
you
for
be
love.
like, the guy will be like, you can send it to any other person.
Exactly, because
Yeah.
that's
Because it can also be a way of a guy testing to
yes,
see the kind of girl
you are.
he's dealing with.
Yes.
Okay. Can it also be because of possibly like pressure to do something. So I'm not interested in this person. I don't have a relationship with you, but I need something from you. And then you were telling me that until, so let's say probably a young, if sometimes it can come in that form. I need something from you, and the other person is saying, for me to give this to you, send me.
Okay, so it's like a give and take.
It can be like
I feel like, what the girl might need for her to like do something like that or agree to that kind of thing is money.
It's
I think it's money.
okay.
Because
So not
I don't
really-
think there's really any other thing that will make me to say that because I want you to give that I'm not send money. Maybe the girl like really needs money to do something or something is happening like her parents are financially down or she
Okay.
wants to go to school or something and then she wants to do it by herself and then she doesn't have that money, her parents doesn't have that money. Or probably the girl doesn't have parents
Okay.
and then the person that she's now saying she's supposed to like, the person that is supposed to help her, the person is now using that one as a medium to like, if some girls just like, maybe it's just the same way. So let me say it and I'll get my
It's
money
not easy
and more than
to stop that. Like, it's not easy to say no.
to say no for that type of
You need
thing.
money.
You need that, you need it.
Yes.
Yeah. You need it like really, really.
So what's the best thing to do in that situation?
Best things to do
When you need something, when you're in their need of something very important to you, and then someone is saying that until you sext before or you send your nudes to me before I can give this one. This person can help actually. But this person is attaching a condition to it.
The thing is, the same person, if that person, if there's a person that is available to help you, there's still another person apart from that person that is questioning for your needs. So I think there are still better options that you can choose apart from like sending your nudes to that guy. Like if you know who you are, it still has to do with like your kind of person or the home you came from, because you can't be a Christian woman. You said okay, well, your family does not have money or blah blah blah, but you still will look for another mate apart from sending it. So it still has to do with this show
What is that
making.
person your last option?
Yeah,
You don't know
it's
everybody.
possible.
Like
Yeah.
things are happening. It's because all of us here, like at least none of us here is suffering. We are average,
not
like
seen
on
that
average
other
level or
side.
something, or like higher than average somehow, and then we're still comfortable.
Yeah.
You can see your mom now answer you ask another person, call your aunt. Some people,
Yeah.
they say their parents are sick. They don't have like all these aunties. There are some aunties and uncles that are like they'll just push one. They're not going to ask if they know you. They don't have any other option. Some people they might even be like, let's say their uncle is asking them to sleep with them.
Yeah,
And then they have another
that's
person
true.
that is saying, don't sleep with me.
Just send me your nudes.
Okay.
See that
That's
case?
In between.
And then
something.
those are options that she knows of. Even if the girl wants to say, okay, I want to do a business, I want to do something. She still needs that money that she wants to collect to be able to get that business. So she might even just say that, okay, let me just do it this once. Let me just send it to a business. Then the money I need to collect, I'll use it for.
Yes.
But if you're in that case, and then you have somebody to talk to, I feel like you should open up to somebody. If you have somebody to talk to or something.
But then again,
But then I now in this age that we're in, if you come out and cry about something like that on social media, through social media to make your videos go viral.
yeah.
I think social media can make your video go viral. You will surely see people to help you. That's another thing.
It might.
Yeah, no, it's
If
it's not mine. It's not mine.
If it goes viral,
You
and
will.
somebody
Most
like
likely,
post,
yeah.
exactly. You see people that will help you.
And then for me,
and
also,
then you have built yourself out of that person now.
yes, and
You will even look for that person.
Yeah,
to
very.
you.
I think another thing also is just like you said. For me, I believe that there will always be options.
Exactly.
It's because you have put yourself in that point, thinking that in that closed spot, thinking that there is no
That option.
other option.
There is always.
If you are able to sit down and reflect properly and think very well, there are always other options. It might not come at the time you're expecting it. There might be some delays. You understand? It might have certain consequences on you. But if you choose that, my nudes or my picture is not for anyone. So if this is the option you are giving to me, I definitely will not take it. I will look elsewhere. So like I said, it might be something you're needing in a month's time, that because you decided not to send your nudes, because you decided to look at another option, it might take you 3 or 4 months.
Yeah.
So you are like delayed, or you have a setback. But that you will not achieve that thing you want to achieve. You will.
You will, yeah.
You will. We've had people who had to even, just step out of that terrain for a while and just to get some money, then go back to do that thing they wanted to do at that time. Do you understand? So for me, I just believe that there will always be other options. It might just not be something that will get you immediately as you need it. But if you can be patient, it might take time, you might lose some things along the way, but you definitely gain it back after a while.
Yeah.
I feel in another situation, some girls rate money above their dignity.
Yes.
Like you can just say a guy now, you're chatting with this guy, and let's say you need money for a random thing, like you want to go and you want to buy a shoe, and the guy be like, send me your names and I'll send you maybe 15K or something. I feel that's where it's off. Like,
Those are naive girls. Those are girls. Those kind of girls. They don't know what they want for themselves.
Yeah.
Those are like. They are not. I don't know. They are naive because
you want to
All
say
the type of girls that
know
all the type of girls that they want to be big girls.
exactly they want to use the camera, iPhone. They can do anything for the camera. Do you understand? So
Exactly.
I feel like those kind of girls, they are not categorized under all this normal. I'm sorry to say, they are not categorized under normal people. Their brains, they are not normal. Seriously,
Oh my God.
they are not normal. Exactly. Seriously, they are not normal. So yeah, that's it.
Okay, so what do you think what are the risks involved in sexting?
Addiction.
Number one is
Yeah.
food development. Number one is what you should be afraid of.
You go back.
Yeah, if you see leaks,
If it leaks, that thing, and there are some people that don't know how to handle situation. That when it leaks, like imagine it leaks, you can go and commit suicide.
exactly.
Yes, when you
So
find those
there are a lot
fire
of disadvantages to sexting.
You start thinking that this my friends, like some of my friends, how they start seeing me. Or some of your friends that don't even know that we're doing things like that.
Exactly.
You start thinking that how would they start seeing me? What would they think about me? now?
Exactly, and
Or you have strict parents. How will I explain to my parents? What I want to say is.
Mhm.
And you think that thing is that the girl did not plan for it or something. She might have sent it because she has this level of trust in the guy. Because now it looks like you're blaming only girls. But because at the end of this thing, girls are always at the receiving end.
yes, no matter what.
So the girl might just be like, I trust this guy, my boyfriend, or whatever. Let me send it to him. And then some guys, even if you don't even send, some guys will twist it to you that we're in a relationship and you don't trust me. They'll start making you feel bad.
They'll be playing the victim card. They'll be playing the victim card.
They're very manipulative. You see all these boys, they're thinking every time their brain is working.
Exactly.
Take out.
They say, see, guys,
Their brain is working fast like this. Like every step of things their brain is going to work fast. They know how
The
to
boys, we are.
they know how to think to get what they want.
Yeah.
So some of these girls, they would have just said to that, I trust this guy. And we cannot blame some boys not plan to make it with you.
Okay.
They might have really liked that girl at that point in time. And they didn't plan to make it with you. Let's say along the way something happens. Like they had a fight or something. You now want to get revenge on the girl. You leak the video. Or then your guys are with your phone or something.
Okay.
Yeah, your
They
friends
get-
are with your phone and they get
they hold
access to
your
it.
phone.
Yeah,
They take
something like
video.
that. And they start blackmailing you for the video. So at the end of the day, it's not the guy's fault and it's also not the girl's fault.
So some of these things is
It's
just
still risky.
it's risky. That's just
Don't
For it to be in your phone, for it to be your, it's risky.
What if it goes on the internet does not come back?
Like the internet never forget.
Normal.
See,
there will be so many that would have saved it that
Exactly.
one day.
it's still
People
come
say
back. This is your face online.
And you know that even the generation we are in right now, everybody seems to go to check on the other person on the internet. So, for example, tomorrow you never can tell where you'll be. You want to vie for a position.
Yeah, we travel abroad, they will check you.
Yes, all these things will be checked. You know, you get to a certain level and probably promotion is coming. They need to know who is this person. Is it okay to give this person this position? Can this person actually look into as well? Let's go back and look at.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Because there are things that maybe the competitors will go and look at and say, look at the person you made your CEO. Look at the person who is the president of your company.
Yes.
You know, all those things.
Like
So,
when into Wasabi Sexting leak now. I
okay.
think I heard some of our brands dropped that.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
That's just it. So
Yeah.
that's its disadvantage. So apart from the fact that maybe the other person did it but for you, for years to come, do you understand? A lot of us don't put that into consideration.
My this years to come in. Be teenagers that will be the big.
Yes.
Teenagers mentality now is it will happen, everybody forgets. Do you get?
Yes.
So I'm not saying that that's how you feel, but there are some teenagers that I feel like they can great things that are going now. They might not even really check that this
Yes,
thing has
you
happened
are.
to you. Yes,
Yes.
like your new year's league, they'll just be like, wait, in the past that was going. Because everybody just wants to mind their business. Your new year's league, okay, you're not the first person that happened to you, definitely not.
It's just trying for like, let's say a month or 2 weeks.
You cannot
3
even
weeks.
reach a month.
No, it's to some extent depending on the video.
Something will surely pop up again.
Yes.
Exactly.
It
So
can
I
go-
feel like
do you-
these teenagers, by the time you become big, I don't think they will see this thing as a big deal.
Okay, well,
It's
what
already getting to that point
Hold on.
that they don't see it as a
Hold
big
on.
I
deal.
don't think it's going to
hold
be.
on, what if schools begin to look
I'm
at this
not
before they
saying
give you admission?
I'm not saying it's a good thing.
But that's a good thing.
What if schools begin
Yeah.
to look at this thing
That's
before they give you an admission?
What if it happens when you're in
When
school?
when you are, exactly what if happens when you're in school?
Okay, what if it's could be a cause for someone to expel or suspended?
The person
You know,
is for that
for
mistake.
me, I just
They
feel
can't,
that
I don't feel like they can expel you or suspend you because of that.
Is your
of
president?
recent we had a lawyer.
It is not
We had a
illegal to
lawyer.
make
Of
video.
recent, it is. There is a legal implication. It's called child pornography.
Okay, that's yes, actually.
Yes, it has a legal implication. So even there's some countries that even if it is found on your own phone, you did it yourself, you just snapped your own news yourself and it's on your own phone, you can be penalized under the law.
That if you are under 18.
Yes, that's if you're under 18, that's what I'm saying.
But most
Under
of the
18.
people, most people they are leaking. I don't think they're under 18.
They should take it to another tax.
But you know,
Under 25.
but you know,
But
but you know,
I don't think they're under 18.
No, most of them are 19, 20, 21,
It's
22.
not illegal for them.
yes, it's not. It's not. It's not
So
really.
they can.
What kind of preventive measures can you take towards them?
Preventive measures towards what?
Well, then,
Them not doing
Everybody should just
anything.
learn.
No, I think it gets to a point where we need to understand that it's about your personal dignity. It's about your self-worth. Right. Because just like we say, some people it happens to them and then they just wish it off and it's just like
Life
you
goes
said, after 1 month, after 2 months, it will die down. But it's just the person I want to become. It's about the kind of peace I want within me. It's about the kind of life I'm projecting. Do you understand? Because I realize that there's a lot of things at stake. So apart from me, tomorrow, maybe my in-laws, it might be a cause tomorrow for my in-laws to say, this girl that has this, no, you can't marry her. Do you understand? So it can come, this thing can come back. This thing can come back to haunt you in various
This
ways.
is a problem.
Yes.
Frustrate you to the very end.
Yes, it can come back to haunt you in various ways. Do you understand? It might even be a sort of, even guys, okay, imagine somebody who is a guy who has married a girl who lived that kind of life before and has so many of such pictures online. So he decides to forgo it and say, that was in the past. I know her now, she has changed and life goes on. I love her and I still want to get married to her. But do you know that on the other end, the way people will use it against him? Do you understand? You know, so there will be a lot of battles that you have to fight.
I
You
don't
know.
think that no matter how you push it, you still have that I think I was somewhere.
Yeah, if something
Yes.
happens, it will surely happen.
When trust is broken, then before you can
Before
fix
you
trust,
can-
That am I sure that I can trust you like this? He will be before he takes the girl home to meet his parents, to meet his family.
you think twice.
Very
I'm
receptive.
married.
Yeah.
You know how far would you will be putting up? It's a guy obviously. You will put up a strong personality outside and might even be the one consoling the girl.
Yeah.
Yes. Don't worry, like we do this together. I'll take you to like meet my friend and console it. But deep within, he knows what he's fighting. Right?
Yeah.
This thing I'm about to embark on, is a big journey.
Yeah.
And then he will know how to. The thing will definitely like bend somewhere, somehow, in the image. You cannot just do that and just cause you like that.
Okay, so do you think that there's also any impact that this has on someone's mental health?
Very well.
Yes.
The risk of sexting, the dangers. Do you think that
Yes.
it has any impact on one's mental health?
Pressure.
Okay. Yes. Yes, depression can set in.
Especially when the person is a very weak person, like any small thing, you just get depressed. Then the thought of suicide start coming in, and then you want to end your
Suicidal
life.
attempts.
Exactly. You want to end your life. Because the way at that particular time that the person, the way the world will see you,
Yes.
exactly. You'll be seeing comments on social media only because of you. If you sit
Your
down, you'll be
parents
like,
might-
exactly.
Exactly, your parents can disown you.
They'll be so ashamed, and the attack will not leave you
Even if they
on.
don't
It's not
yes.
for the parents.
Even if they don't show you, the hell that they used to do their eyes to see inside that house.
Exactly.
You don't read that, don't send me out.
Don't send me, I'll just put you in there.
Don't send me
The
out.
attitude, everything.
Yes, the
And
attitude.
addiction is right about.
Addiction, yes, I said it, addiction.
Because that means you begin to get addicted to some. How does it play out?
Addiction can affect their mental health.
And when you don't do it, it just feels like
You see, this thing
you're
is just like
beginning to
drugs.
go mad. It's
Okay.
like drugs.
Just
Yeah.
like drugs. Those guys and girls that are addicted to drugs. If they don't see drugs at that point, they know how it will be doing.
Like you see them, most of them, you see that they are shaking. They just feel unusual.
So it's just the same thing. Like
Same
they get
things.
addicted to it.
Yes.
Like I always have to like. So this thing is not about saying. Some of them like they have the intercourse online. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
video call or something. They are looking at each other.
Yes, yes,
They are
yes,
looking at each other. So they don't see somebody to do that thing with. They don't see somebody to ask them. And when they don't see somebody to ask them, they'll start thinking, what's wrong with me?
Yeah.
Is that affecting
So
like
it
mental health?
affects you.
Am I doing something of like, is anything happening to my body? Is anything happening to me? That's another way to affect your mental health. Like that.
Okay, so the issue of it getting addictive, that means that it becomes something that for someone it becomes like a norm.
Yeah.
So from one relationship to the other, this is something that even when the guy or the girl, whoever is not asking, just like you said, you look at yourself and you're wondering, on your own you just send these things. Because for you it's a normal, without it, things are normal.
Yeah.
You understand? So I think another one thing just came to me now, the issue of the why. I think another reason people do that is because for some people it's less intimidating. So for somebody who says that to go and meet a girl and actually ask her out, and it might be difficult for me. A lot of people learn to mask under the phone. So some things that they don't have that confidence enough to stand before you and ask for certain things or want to do certain things.
Yeah.
So rather they just hide behind the mask of the phone and it's easier for them. Do you understand? So I think for some people too, it just for them it saves them a lot of wahala. Exactly. Let me just say so maybe when I said she will understand, maybe she will add one or two together and be able to do that. It's as if this guy likes you. But you don't have that confidence to go and so you just
normal beginning. Like you have not even started dating. And then because you don't have the confidence to tell me that you like me, you now come and tell me I'll be so disgusted. Are you okay?
Yeah.
it's a put off for some people, whereas it's a put off for some
Well, you
girls.
see,
We are not dating, nothing's going on between us. And you just go, how? Are you okay?
some of these girls growing up they have this trauma. growing up, maybe they molested them or something happened along the line, they defiled them, something like that. They just feel like, okay, fine, this thing has happened to me. Or let's say they rape a girl. The girl will be like, some two guys have raped me. So what's the use of my body? So they just
That's
like,
the thing. It's that very affected their mental.
so
Those type of people, they need rehab.
yes, they need therapy. Like, so that's the thing. So it still has to do with like
Just let it out.
trauma.
Yes,
Or
trauma,
they need,
yes, the trauma.
or they need people like this.
Okay,
Yeah, like yes.
Educated moral people, no, like educated people, like moral sound teenagers or elders, like the way we are now. We are a group of teenagers, obviously. But there are some things that even if we tell ourselves, we are not be able to handle it. That's why we have this over here.
Yeah,
You can bring it to her. So if you have somebody like that, I know that no matter what, though, these guys always have my back. They can easily come and tell them that this thing is disturbing my head.
Yeah.
If they can't advise you, they will always be an older one.
Yeah.
For you to talk to. So no matter what, as a teenager, you are supposed to have this older person that
yes,
should be
yes.
able to tell
To discuss
this is what's wrong with me. This is what's
schooling.
and some people don't have that boldness. Thank God for this platform.
Yes.
You can come and talk to us. We will listen to you.
I know mostly you can send us a message and yeah, we're going to tell
We'll
you.
listen to you.
So I have a question.
Okay.
In a relationship where boy and girl, right? Is it compulsory for the girl to send news to her boyfriend?
It is not compulsory, but it determines the mentality of you and that your boyfriend. Do you understand?
Depends on the mentality.
It depends on your mentality. If the mentality is like all these normal aggro guys or these normal guys that have gone far, they'll be like, as my babe, she's supposed to send me nudes. So it's compulsory. But if it's like a girl that like a guy that like probably know Christ and feels like it's not a normal thing, like it's a normal thing for you not to send me nudes, like they are building their relationship towards Christ, like or they are building their relationship for the future. They feel like I don't need it.
That way I want to hear from you.
As a guy, stop. Yeah, so it's
What do you think?
I don't think it's compulsory. Like, it's not necessary. You don't have to do it. You don't have to do it. Like I said earlier, before that, some girls send it to prove loyalty. And there are other things that you can do to prove loyalty. Like what?
The issue that is actually like what's to like how do you prove loyalty? Because I know it's true. I would like it's true is that the girl and the girl were having this issue of the girl was saying I don't want to, it's not even sex, like it's not sex, it's not sending news, but like they were both seeing each other, they were in the same place. And the girl was having the issue like I don't want to make out, I don't want to do all this stuff they're doing. But the guy wants it.
okay.
And then the guy later came to an understanding and like, okay, I'm not going to do it since that's what you say you don't want. I can't force you, I'm not going to force you. You don't want to do it, fine. We'll go by it. What would not be doing in this relationship?
That's what are you like? What are we benefiting from
What's
the relationship? Why are we in a
the
relationship?
essence of this relationship? There's no any sexual stuff. She will just
You
go
see,
and talk to
this thing
her.
has to do with mentality.
I think all of us should talk for ourselves here. Like me now, if I'm in a relationship, I would love to add value to the girl.
Yeah.
Maybe because me, I like when girls are independent. They have their
Yeah.
they have what they are
What they're
doing. Yeah.
Yes.
So maybe I can just like support or something. You know, it's not
So it's secondary school now.
yeah.
Like secondary school, what I just said now is in secondary school.
Secondary school and yeah.
Okay, I think that just like you say, it's about the mentality. A lot of us go into this relationship thing with the wrong mentality. It does not have to be about sex. I think it's the time for you to develop genuine friendship. So imagine this person that you say is your friend. What are you doing with that person? What makes that person your friend? You roll together, probably you see each other, you have time to gist. And then the more you are communing with each other, talking, gisting, you are getting to know each other more. Do you understand? A religion that is based on sex is not a real relationship. Because you will need that sex to keep sustaining the relationship. And there will come a time in life where you will not even be able to give as much. Maybe when you feel that, oh, we're not doing anything now, we have time to ourselves. And you can have that time to be doing the sex thing. But there will come a time in life where even things will take you differently. So maybe, like you said, secondary school, maybe this person has to be in another school, other person in another school, maybe this other person has to even be in another country.
Yeah.
And this person is still here. Do you understand? So I just feel that we shouldn't go into relationships thinking of sex as the main reason in that relationship. We are still discovering ourselves. We are still getting to know about ourselves. Do you understand? So I just feel that we should go into it as I want to actually really get to know this person. Do you understand? So for me, you can plan things together. You know, you can help each other to become better versions of yourself. You can have academic goals and then both of you are accountable to each other. Of course, you can also experience life together. You know, so just like for your age now, all some of these TikTok videos that are okay, that are good, you know, together you can, you know, they know of other things you can do together. You can do sports together. Do you understand? You can support each other, just like how I said, you can support each other. So I don't really like sports, but do you like sports? Okay, go and join the sports team in school. Do you understand? Come and cheer. You're number one fan, supporter, you know, cheerleader. Do you know? So there are enough things we can read together. You know, we can go out together once in a while. Do you understand? We can go out, you know, explore places. Some people are very adventurous. Do you understand? So I just feel that beyond the sex,
There are other things to
there are other pertinent and most important things that we can do.
Because now, you don't tell me that you're in a relationship and then you only want to be talking. Teenagers of these days, they don't understand
Yes.
that. Just
Of course, it can be boring. And that's why you need to, you know, normally the way teenagers are people that they tend to get tired easily. Of, you know, you have this monotonous thing, they get so tired because of, you know, using exuberance and other things. So you might be cooking today. Okay, let's learn to cook. You know, they know of things we can do together. Okay, let's watch together. You know, sometimes
if you get that
watch movies together.
At the end of
the day, it's not.
But the thing is, you want to tell your friends about your relationship. What do you say? At
there will be a point where you'll be in the moment, like you guys
actually, like it just happens.
And another thing is, people see this sex as another thing. Why people see kissing, doing all those ones as another thing? So they feel they should stay in love.
Saying that's
I feel clean.
The truth of the matter is, just like we're talking about sex, teenagers who engage in sexting are more likely to engage in physical acts. So for me, it's a lie.
For what I said, teenagers actually like that. We are sexting online.
Yes.
Both of them can have that mentality that even if you see, you're only going to make out, you're not going to have sex.
We're only going to make out.
Like,
yes, just the smooching, the kissing,
you're not have sex.
It's one thing that it's one thing that is
it is see. Even the Bible said it. If you know, I've forgotten the way it is in the Bible, but God said, if you know this is going to lure you, avoid it. Just like I saw one girl flee because you can't. There's one. I saw one content. The girl was like, "You're my type. I don't want to do anything with you."
Yes.
The Christians said, "You're my type. You're a fine boy. You are tall. You are my type. Please go and meet another person to attend to you. I don't want to fall into temptation."
Yes.
Free. Because you can't tell me that you want to kiss and you will not end up having sex. It's not possible. It is possible, but at the end of the day, one day, it will lead to the extent where you will have no self-control.
Exactly.
Seriously.
Wait, let me tell you.
It is real.
Most of us that there are people that They only do all this kissing everything. They
No,
don't
they
have.
don't.
It's possible. I know. I'm saying it's possible.
It's possible.
It is very possible, but that is when you have a decision, like you have made a decision.
That's the thing that you have.
Yes, no, you have-
That is
But
effort.
if you know you, if you continually do it,
It's not. It's a lie. It's
They
a lie.
only do it and they don't
It's a
have.
lie. It's a lie.
Hold on, hold on.
Oh, yeah.
It depends, you know, it really depends on your mentality. So let me look at it from this angle. Somebody says, I want to remain sexually pure till marriage. You want to remain sexually pure till marriage, and then you believe that it's only about, or you call yourself a virgin because there's been no penetration. The fact that there has been no penetration does not mean you're a virgin, especially when you engage in such. So you've done every other thing. You even watch sometimes sexually suggestive and explicit movies together. You smoosh. You do every the other thing that you don't just go down there, right? And then you think you're a virgin. You're not.
That's a lie.
It's a lie you are just telling.
you are just
so that
fooling
you can go
yourself.
to bed and sleep at night.
Seriously, so that
It's
you
a
have
big
peace.
lie you are telling
No,
yourself.
it is far.
There are
For you, it is far.
Okay.
Okay,
I know, you know, sometimes this can also even lead
I think
to
then they should like from one not a part, they should change the way they explain virginity.
Yes.
honestly. I think
They should not explain that you're a virgin because you don't have sex.
No.
And see,
They should
you are
explain
sexually impure. You are the most impure person sexually because your eyes, you have done your
Your
eyes.
brain has gone wild.
Do you
You
understand?
have gone
Do you know,
far.
this is even the reason why some people at the end of the day, just like you said, you get to a point where you will not be able to hold yourself. The other person might rape the other person.
It is like
Because
Yes,
no,
it's possible when you're in a relationship, they can rape you in that
The feeling
relationship.
might not be mutual, like
do you
it
understand?
might not
The
be-
guy might get to a point where he can't control himself again.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. Self-control. You can't. If you get to a point
Every
where
time he looks at you, every time he's expecting you, is that he knows that when she comes, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. You don't know the state of mind he's at that
You know what I'm
moment.
saying? That's the
You might
sexual
just-
tension will not be
the
there.
tension-
That's why I say when you continually do it, at the end of the day, there's no way you can say you want to say you want to have a kiss smooch without having sex.
So-
Self-control.
I think
Yeah, the way I said that's not in first time, like, it's possible.
It is possible, but at the end of the day, when you continually do it, you get to.
I'm not supposed to put down. There were some women that marry as virgins, and you can't tell them when they were dating, they did not kiss their fiancé or
Like-
do stuff.
Yeah, it's possible.
It's
No,
possible.
They'll surely do all those stuff.
That's what I'm saying. She said they must have sex.
No, I'm not saying they won't have sex, but like they'll get to a point whereby
for me, what I'm saying
They're still
that
saying
some
the same
people
thing.
have done
They will
it.
kiss, they will do this.
I had a girl in
What
school
happens
then.
when they get
I had a
married?
girl in school then when she had a relationship, and her aim was I want to be the virgin till marriage.
Okay.
But she had a relationship, and they were doing every other thing except for
where
they were.
Eh,
But like I
decision
always
making.
say, me I used to tell her, they say you are lying to yourself. You are just. This is just like you said. It's just you are just doing this to have peace in your mind. But for you, I don't see you, and you know within yourself. Because sometimes it got to a point. She told me that it led to sometimes. How would I say it? They went. The only thing was just that the guy did not penetrate it, but they did every other thing to it. Can you imagine? And then you're calling yourself a virgin.
I also have one question.
You know?
Kissing.
Yes.
Does kissing mean you are sexually impure?
How would I say it? I think we need to get to a point where we set boundaries for ourselves, depending on your goal. As a Christian, your goal should be that, right? But in other words, say we are Christian in the actual sense. We are just Christian by name. By action, we're not Christian. But I want to believe that for me, with a goal to remain a virgin till after marriage, there are certain things I know I will not do because I don't want to trigger. So for me to be able to allow kissing, before you know it, the kissing will lead to smooshing. Before you know it, this is like when you open a door. I just opened it a bit. If you have given a chance for other things to set in, it's like you have broken the edge, and then a lot of things can seep through. So, and then like you said, I might be said I can have more control than the other person. I don't know the level of my control compared to the other person. I know for myself. So even if we have a decision or we have an agreement to say, okay, we're only going to be kissing, but I don't know the extent to which he can control himself. But I'm sure the ability to control. Exactly.
Yes.
They think that, okay,
I can do it.
And at the end of the day, their body can't do it.
Okay, I think we are really delved into, of course, an episode will come where we'll talk about this in detail. But I want us to go back to sexting. What do you think that sexting affects the most?
The girls, man.
The girls.
The perpetrator or the victim?
Any.
You know, sometimes, sex, especially when the content, when it goes out, when it goes viral, who is it the person that posted the sex? Who's nude?
The person who's nude is.
If it's a famous person, to be the famous person.
Even if it is an infamous
Famous or infamous. See, normal people that they think.
The person that posted it.
No, let's say
it will be the person in the video.
Yeah.
Okay, it's saying
it will be the person in the
video.
video.
It's depending on the video that it will affect. The other person, they don't.
Nobody even care about
Nobody cares about
It is two people that are not, they don't have any form of fame or it's definitely going to be the girl.
It's the girl. See, at the end of the day, it's the girl. Any which way, they will still say it's the girl that is supposed to tell.
So I
Because
think
she's most vulnerable to any form of thing. If
Yes.
they see and they have sex, she gets pregnant by mistake or something. So
there's so much on us, on the girls. There's much at stake when it comes, because the society we're in now seems to overlook certain things for the guys.
the video will come on the weekend.
People concentrate more on the girl.
funny how they hail the guys.
Oh,
Funny how they hail the guys. They're like, wow,
guys
wow.
and drag the girl.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Seriously,
yes.
yes.
So,
At the end of the day,
yes, it's a girl. Because I think there was a story too. I think a movie I watched, and this girl too, she had the same thing. The guy just asked, "Let's video." The guy he didn't have any malicious intent, but along the line, his phone got into the hands of his friends, and his friends saw it, and then they leaked the whole thing out. Of course, the guy was not happy because it was not his intention. But the girl, it really affected her. Just like we said, it made her go into depression. She was suicidal, and at the end of the day, they had to ask her to leave the country and go to another country entirely, where nobody knew anything about her, so that she can pick herself up again and then move on with life. So these are some of the measures at the end of the day that is put in place to curb these issues when it happens. So when it happens, what is your advice? If it happens, what would you advise the victim to do?
Like what you're trying to say, that if it happens that probably girls video get leaked,
Yes.
what would you advise the person?
Yes.
That's that. Yeah.
you obviously think about it, but then don't
Isolate yourself to that.
Don't give way for this suicidal thought or something. Or that is when you now say you want to be on your own every time.
That's where those kind of thoughts come in. That's why. So you don't give yourself room for
So you
isolation.
can, there is no how that something like this will happen and then you will not see anybody to stand by your side.
Yeah.
Even if it's just this one person, it might be your brother, it might be your sister, it
Your
might be your
friend,
aunt,
anybody.
Maybe your family member.
it might be anybody, just
Anybody.
one of your friends that will be like, no
I
matter
got
what,
you.
we are in this together. So you can always be with that person or something, not so that you don't allow all this suicidal thoughts. And it's not the end of the world.
Life moves
Another
on. Even
thing
though
will
the
come
internet does
up.
not forget
They
to.
will forget about you.
Yeah.
Another thing will come up, they will just, that's gone, that's
That's
gone.
good. So life moves on. Just how we will handle it mentally,
Just try to handle it
psychologically,
better.
physically, and
And
how.
if you need counseling too, I think
For counseling.
yes, and then it
Yeah,
depends
money.
on yes, therapy. It depends on the extent of damage
That it's cost.
to your mental health. Some people are able to raise up, some people still need some external help. Do you understand? And I think surrounding yourself with people who understand the situation and who are helping to help you get back on your feet is also important. And then also, I think going to look at what you can do differently. Maybe you can use that situation to say, oh, I'm going to, I've messed up in this area. Let me focus on my level. Let me focus on my academics now. Before you know it, you can even be a better version of yourself, even though I failed here. So the Bible says that when you fail, you know, it's not okay to fail and stay on the ground. It's a matter of, even if I fall 7 times, I will rise up. Do you understand? So it's a matter of you being able to pick up yourself, understanding that there is still more to life than this. This is one mistake. I can forgive myself. The place of self-forgiveness too also comes in. Because some girls are never able to forgive themselves, and then they keep, you know, looking at themselves with that.
They will not heal for that.
Yes. Because they didn't forgive themselves, why they now start.
They carry the baggage, and then before you know it,
everybody that it
has happened. So let me just have it for all. Understand? Because they've not healed from it, but they can heal from it and pick up their lives and be better versions of themselves. And make something meaningful out of their lives.
Aside from when the leak said, you sense, even if it does not lead to anything, even if it does not lead to anything, you like finally, like something that happened.
Yes.
And what can you do for something? You want to stop it, you don't know how to stop it. Like, what can you do?
But is it the fact that you have sent your nudes to this person and you generally want to stop sending nudes, or the fact that this person has your nudes? Is there a way you can retrieve, or is that what you're saying?
Both ways. I think the person is still disturbing you. So like ways to talk. There are people. I'm sure now. Like there are people that might see the video and they are in a situation that people have their names and they're still asking them to say. The person might not even be pressuring them. The person might not be pressuring them that want to post it, but the person keeps asking them to send more and they don't want to send it again. It's not blackmailing.
Okay, see,
it's the pressure. No, even when you have decided I'm not doing this anymore, but because this person sees you as someone who has done it before, I still have some of it, I need more, and the person keeps pressuring you to send more.
Depending on you can need to blackmail. You gotta be like,
you don't want to send it again. I have already.
I have.
Wait, you guys are not getting this thing. That's no. Let me use let's say we are type by a relationship, and then I used to say that he doesn't know what's interested, and then let's say now I've heard something like this, or I've heard that I just said that okay, I don't want to be sending my name again. I don't know how to tell him directly that I don't want to send it again.
Okay.
It might not be every time. It might just be asking that question. Since how do I stop at that, something like that?
It has to do with Chinese mentality.
Yes.
And you guys understand it.
Yes.
Yeah, if it's someone you can talk to.
Two type of guys. One can understand, one will not understand.
It depends on the kind of guy.
Guys, so it has to be that person you're dealing with. Then if you can communicate with that person.
You or not might be scared that you can't tell me now. Start even to blackmail.
That's it has to be the person. Like it still has to do with the
So what
person and the
do
mentality.
now? Like now we have been talking. We need to like.
Okay, I think for somebody who has been just like the scenario you've painted now, there are two sides to it. So you just need to develop that courage and confidence to do this, especially when you're really quiet, you don't want to do this again, and this person keeps asking you. You need to just give yourself that benefit to say that it's I can tell this guy, if I tell him, let me even listen. So don't just assume that he will not listen. And then you live in fear.
So you talk out.
It's better you speak out. Approach him, let him know that I'm sorry, I don't want to do this anymore. You know, you've been asking me for a while and I've not responded. It's because I put my mind I'm not doing this anymore. So if somebody who is reasonable and understanding, he will say it's okay. He might even, if it's not understanding, that is where you need to involve somebody.
And even if you don't involve somebody,
What if you block the guy?
Even if you block, he still has your name. And
see.
he could even get you going to it. But if it's somebody who is bad, he can begin to exploit you.
that is why before you go into sexting, you should think about the precautions.
This one now, it has happened. It has happened.
It has happened. It has happened. So you have to
So that's what you
just
need
make
to-
up your mind
No,
and
what I
send
said
it
is that
again.
at this point, when you talk to him and he doesn't want to see you, I think you need to
I think that's what
you just need to involve someone.
someone older, not
Yeah.
someone
Yes, there's a
older.
way that they can talk to him. I want to believe that there is always a solution.
Yeah.
And
If
at
you
the
know
end of
it's
the
mommy,
day,
that
wait.
makes it mommy.
And then at the end of the
Or if you know
day,
it's
at the
auntie,
end of the
or it's
day,
uncle that is
at
giving
the
money.
end of the day, what is the worst that can happen?
The word
Even if you talk to him, you do everything
He will lick it.
and then what is the worst that can happen?
You will lick it.
And that's what we have talked about. If it is beauty eventually, what do you do?
You move on. You work on yourself. Be a better version of
You
you.
already talked about that.
Yeah. So that's
So
it.
that is the worst that can happen. That will be late.
That's all.
And then you also prepare for in case it comes back to haunt you in the future, what you will do. And that is why you need to work better on yourself right now. So that even people are able to overlook it, to understand that, oh, it was
I know
when
the
she was
funny thing
way
is,
younger.
if you cannot shame the shameless.
Yes.
So if I develop a thick skin for it and everything, well, people say will mind their business.
Yeah.
But if I'm showing that this is getting to me and I'm afraid,
That will keep on
when
dragging
they'll
That's what
understand.
that's why
When
you
they'll
need
understand.
your
So even if it has happened,
Yeah.
listen, just try. It might be eating you deep down. That's when.
But you still
like,
lock up.
feel like you have that person that you can be telling and everything. But like outside, don't show it to them that you're actually getting to me.
Don't give them the power
Don't give them power
to use it against you.
That's just when,
Try
like,
to-
just like when they drag you online. If you don't reply to that person dragging you, see that the matter will die sharp sharp. But if you now start replying, retweeting before you know
Everything
it,
just
the
like-
matter will get lengthy and
Everybody
all.
will be willing their
Okay.
opinion and
So that's
Okay, it's been a wonderful time
Yeah.
with you guys, and just as we said, you've heard it all. You know, the buck stops with you. If it's a decision to make, we've realized through this that the dangers, that's the negative, far outweighs the positive. And so it's just something that we should be willing to do and say that I will not text or I will not sext, right? No matter the circumstance or the situation, I will not sext. And so if you receive it, a sext, I think the best is for you to instantly delete it. And another thing you can also do is make sure that you are always a part of the solution, not the problem. Not the problem. Please remember to like, to share, and to subscribe to Talk with KAS. Until next time, bye.